Alright guys, so climb battle time again, and then I just want to take a few moments to rant about this week's climb battle. So in terms of the meta, to get the highest score is to use any melee oriented unit. So any unit that are raid or close combat, they will be doing significantly more damage compared to the counterpart like any of your ranged unit. So what's funny enough, this week around we have our limited banner unit, we have the unicorn perfectibility, but what does that unit excels in? Well, doing ranged damage. So I don't know what global devs are smoking this week, or just any given month when we have these clan battle. They never actually coincide with what the boss will actually do in a way. But what's funny enough, any of the off week like our standard banner unit, they love tossing in a lot of these, melee oriented unit. Like, I think this last week we had the Titania, so that's a melee unit, and then the other, I think earlier this one we have, I think was the Rick the J, which is another green melee. So I feel like for global, they punish player by not summoning on the standard week rather than the limited week. So I just found that really interesting, and it is strange, because on JP, every one of these limited units, super limited and anniversary banner unit, they are made specifically to counter the boss for the clan battle. So to me, it makes no sense why I would spend my diamond on standard unit but not on the limited. I think that's the mentality they're trying to get the global player base into, because I swear, like, when we're gonna hop into our first run with you guys, I'm gonna be using some of my limited unit, and thus far any of the limited unit that we have up into now, they are not catered towards melee except for Kasatria that we'll be using. Like, I have every single limited unit thus far from now, but the weirdest part is, like, none of them actually cater towards the boss, except for I think the other one that I personally did not upgrade was, I think, was Nightingale. I intentionally skipped Nightingale because I think it was just a really awful unit that is not going to serve any purpose. So I think that one I did declare that I'm not going for it, because I know global like the global power gap is just gonna expand exponentially, where I feel like summoning for Nightingale back then was just a joke. All right, so it hasn't even been that long, but we don't really have a lot of like melee orange unit, except for, like I said, Kasatria and then Nightingale if you guys didn't invest into it. So but yeah, this run you guys are gonna see that we are not really going to be dashing out some fancy number, some fancy score. You guys are gonna see why, because they heavily punish range build. So that's kind of unfortunate. So after that, we are gonna take a look into more of a different setup in a way. So what I have here, I have Sasabi and then for our unicorn. So the other unfortunate factor is these unit loves to get targeted. So but I don't really think in this setup we will have the luxury of being targeted and then do a lot of damage. We can hope, but I don't think we will. So let's just kind of, you guys can sit back and just kind of watch how bad my score is. So you guys can see a disadvantage red element Kasatria is actually doing better than the rest of the team. Yeah, this is the sad reality we are in with this clan battle. So 2,300, so that's a really pitiful score. Normally speaking, with this team we should be dealing somewhere within the 5 to 6k, but not this time around because of the hidden rule. They don't even bother showing us kind of what would be like the best strategy to take down the clan battle boss. Is something that I think global does need to add ASAP. On JP we do have it, but on global, yeah, we don't have that. So you guys can see the rest of the gangs are just doing less than 500k. That's that is honestly unacceptable. So let's actually now show you guys what kind of other team that I will be using. Alright, so this is going to be the team that we will be using initially. So I think the core foundation of the build that you guys are going to be using if you guys are free to play is honestly this one. So this one is the Gundam the Origin. So this one is from a event, right? So I will assume that most people should have this unit. And then you do have to make some sacrifice for this one. You do have to unlock the first transcendent skill. So you do have to use your rainbow coin, unfortunately, because without that, you're not even going to be able to unlock the strong attack beam saber. So that was the sacrifice that I feel like you must take, or unless you don't care about the clan battle, just run whatever team you have to run and then just call it a day and don't even play this for the rest of the week. But if you guys do care at least a little bit, this is what I will be recommending in a way. There are some better green units to use, so I guess without showing you this, so this is the team that we'll be looking at, but I do want to also show you guys what kind of other. Alright, so we are here. So for some free to play option, you guys can probably run the Shin Mazanaga High Mobility Zaku 2 as well. I think this one is probably decent as well in a way, if you guys do have it at probably T1 at the minimum. The other one that you guys can probably run is going to be this one. Fargale is a exchangeable from the shop. So I think this one is actually a better option to run if you guys do have it at least invested. Not the transcendent skill, but just have it at probably at custom level 10 or 9 should be decent. Another one that you guys can probably take a look at is this one, Pre's what is it, Quibbly Mark 2. I think this one is also another good one to use because this one actually does debuff the whole enemy lineup, and then the ally does gain some attack as well. So this one is also a pretty good one to pick up as well if you guys do need some other free to play option. But the rest are just pretty much standard stuff that you guys, if you guys happen to lucky with a ticket, obviously that's great. But if not, then yeah, it's unfortunate. I guess don't even sweat about it because I don't even have a lot of these standard units, even though I have been summoning a lot. So don't be upset if you don't have them. But I think those are definitely some top recommendation, especially they are green, so they should be able to deal relatively okay damage to the boss. But let's take a look at the team that I have set up, and then we are just gonna go straight in. Alright, so let's kind of see. So you guys can see that in terms of this setup, we do actually have some buffers as well. Debuff and buffers. Buffer, we do have the Kasatri for the beam damage buffing. And then we have Borges Dallas. We also do have Phoenix for the debuffing. And so Borges Dallas and then Phoenix, they are both the debuffer. And then we do have Easy A. I feel like Easy A is just for show. I was trying to experiment with this actually work, but I don't think I can conclude to the fact that it does not actually work that great, so I'll probably be replacing that with a better option. But at the moment, I don't really have a lot of UR custom tickets, so that's why I can't just sporadically spend it on any unit that I would like to. So that's why we are left with using Easy A for the time being. So yeah, but wow, the Phoenix didn't do any damage. Yeah, you guys can kind of see that. So the only thing that we are able to deal damage on was kind of just the EX skill. But other than that, yeah, we are looking a little bit better with this team. So that's kind of nice. So man, we are a little bit short from A. So I think A is definitely somewhere within the 4,000 point mark. So we are obviously nowhere near that. But yeah, this is probably the best team at my possession that I can use right now. The other melee option, unfortunately, I don't really have them at a higher investment, so there's pretty much virtually nothing I could be doing. But yeah, this is just going to be the initial look at how to take down this mixed clan battle. Definitely a really bad run, especially the fact that even the Liberty unit does not really support this clan battle at all. But with that said, that is going to be pretty much it, and I'll be catching you guys all on the next one.